Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Crystal. In the last part, we decided to investigate that radio tower weirdness going on, and we fought our way up, destroyed a bunch of rocket grunts, found the director who turned out to be an imposter, and he gave us the basement key. So now we're gonna go try and find the real director so we can put a stop to this. Fortunately though, Pokemon, they're nothing more than tools for making money. There's rocket grunts everywhere here, and they keep blocking the town. What a bunch of jerks. So not luckily, they ended up cornering. What are you doing? She's cats, there's a cat in the room, and she is going crazy over a bit of straw on the ground. So, are you done? Every time I look at her, she looks away. Oh, I can see her at the corner of my eye. Oh, there she goes again. I'll let her mess around with it. Let's go in here. Basement key, open the door. Let's go! Huh? Hey, it's you.
Hold it. I saw you, so I tailed you. I don't need you underfoot while I take care of Team Rocket. Wait a second. You beat me before, didn't you? That was just a fluke. But I repay my debts.
Ooh, another battle with Silver. Or Amiga. Amiga wants to battle. Send out a Golbat. Ooh. His Pokemon are starting to evolve. Luckily, so are ours. Test out a brand new Fire-type move. That's pretty good. Confuse Ray, that is less good. That's more annoying, actually. Became confused. Let's... Hopefully we don't. Damn. I knew it was coming. Just to myself. Use Wing Attack. Ooh, that actually might hurt a little bit. Wing Attack's pretty good. Yeah. I'm gonna save Pyrota for now. Poison Flying. What do we have against... Ooh. I think Glint Beetle might be the... No, let's send out Ohm. Because while Egbert, being a Psychic type, is good against Poison, it's also weak to Flying and that Wing Attack. While as Ohm is immune to the Poison and the Flying and is super effective with the Electricity. Doesn't do much for Confuse Ray though. That's just an annoyance? Annoyance. And it hurt itself in Confusion. I should really give some bitter berries to people. Bite. Doesn't do very much. We spawn a Thunder Shock. Hopefully this will knock it out. Get it close. Bite. Same thing as before, not super useful. You're biting down on a metal ball. You're biting down on a marble. Nothing too good. Luckily, we do level up to level 30. He's gonna send out a Magnemite of his own, so I will switch back to Pyrota. Just because Pyrota will deal with this super easily. Flame Wheel. Let's do this. I'm using this move like crazy. I'm super happy to have a better move than Ember. Drop it down. Here! It's about to use Feraligatr. Will you change? Yes, I will use Egbert now. Sorry, not Feraligatr. Feraligatr. Because... It's one too many letters, so it's just Feraligatr. That's so weird. Why would they... Why? Why would they do that? Scary Face is just firing a laser beam at me, so... But... we will go infinitely faster if the opponent is asleep. I forgot. Egbert still doesn't have a grass move on them, so... you know... Actually, let's drop a Leech Life. A Leech Seed, sorry, not Leech Life. Let's drop a Leech Seed. just to help whittle down for Alligator even more. Did I hit Confusion or Barrage? I don't remember. That was Barrage. Well, that's not great. What was it? Ooh, a crit. It did 2 damage instead of 1. Alright, let's actually use Confusion this time. Leech Seed, useful. Sleeping, also useful. And a Confusion. Wow, this for Alligators is probably not feeling too hot right now. Leech Seed sucked out his life force. Egbert grew to level 30. Mika's about to send out Sneasel. Have we seen Sneasel yet? I don't think we have. But that is the Pokemon that he did steal from the other dude. The dude in Cyanwood who gave us the Shuckle. His other Pokemon was a Sneasel, so this is the stolen one. Which actually is kind of my favorite thing. Oh, I missed. Oh, he missed. One of my favorite things about your rival in this game, Silver, is his team is so much weirder than a lot of the other Pokemon rivals you get. Because a lot of your other rivals have like pretty well-balanced teams. Like, they seem like they'd be a trainer that you would be. They get similar kind of a well-rounded team Pokemon. But Silver in this gen, all of his team is sort of like, not evil, but they're more in line to what you'd find like a villain's using than like anything else. So like Zubat or like Crobat and Magnemite are both used by Rocket Grunts, who are pretty evil. Haunter tend to use by like, it's a ghost, it's like a dead thing. So like, yeah, it's a little weird, a little evil. Let's switch into V, just because we haven't used them in a while. And his other 2 Pokemon, a Sneasel and the starter Pokemon, were both stolen. So it's a neat way to show his like his harsh, like sort of not harsh nature, a little bit harsh nature, his harsh upbringing for sure, which I will touch upon. I do want to talk about Silver's character arc in this, but I will save that till the end, or till we get closer to his big finale, and we can talk about the arc as a whole. Quick Attack? No, not Quick Attack. Shadow Ball. What am I doing? But yeah, his Pokemon, because he's a bit of a delinquent. He's had a harsh upbringing, which, if you don't know, the reason why he keeps finding us in these Rocket hideouts and why he has a disdain for Team Rocket is, in canon, Silver is Giovanni's son. So yeah, having a dad who's the leader of Team Rocket, who has been missing for 3 years, and having to spend all your childhood, like, dealing with Pokemon criminals, yeah, you could kind of see why he's a bit hardened, and why he thinks strong Pokemon comes from just finding the strongest instead of, like, love and compassion, because his whole life has been surrounded by just people who exploit Pokemon. So that's kind of what he does, even if he hates Team Rocket. Why do I lose? I've assembled the toughest Pokemon. I didn't ease up on the gas, so why do I lose? See? Wait, what? Oh, I'll come back to my thought once Ohm finishes doing his little thing here. Or their little thing, sorry. Congratulations, Ohm evolved into Magneton. Hiya! I don't understand. Is what that Lance guy said true? That I don't treat my Pokemon properly? Love? Trust? Are they really what I lack? Are they keeping me from winning? I just don't understand. But it's not going to end here. Not now. Not because of this. I won't give up my dream of being the world's best Pokemon trainer. Aw, see? Look at it. A person who's grown up in hardships all of his life, under, like, living with Team Rocket, and then having to deal with the fact that your father disappeared for 3 years and hasn't heard from him since. He's starting to learn. That's also... Well, hey, you. I don't care if you're lost. You show up here, you get nothing but a victim. But yeah, he's learning more about, like, trust and Pokemon and such. He's He's growing out of like his upbringing of being like in a terrible situation. It's also kind of why he has such a disdain for Team Rocket in this game, because Team Rocket's whole goal is they want to show how cool they are to Giovanni and try and bring him back, while his son is running around like, yeah, you think you're trying to bring my dad back? He won't even come back for his own son. It's a lot of stuff like that. That's why I like Silver. He's my favorite rival. He's just, he's got that emotion. He's got that, and I'll talk about more once we get like to the end of it. We're still not near done with his arc yet, so I'll talk about the whole thing once we get there. But I just like, he actually has an arc, and which I can't say for a whole bunch of. I think the only one, and I might just like not be remembering things either, but like there's Hop in the new game who has a bit of an arc. It's a different arc, but it is an arc. I can't really think of like other rivals sort of that go through this sort of arc, which is neat, which is why because a lot of people, I'm talking just rival talk, a lot of people were upset with modern Pokemon games because the rival is just sort of like not an asshole to you. And I mentioned this before, like everyone always talks about Blue as being an asshole rival, and he really wasn't. He was a bit stuck up and a bit kind of like an egotist, but he wasn't an asshole. Silver is like the one who is truly an asshole, who just like is so filled with bitter hateness. But his is because he has an arc about learning to be less full of hate and learning to like love Pokemon as friends and as partners rather than just viewing them as tools of strength like a Team Rocket member would. Which I think is way more interesting to have an asshole character who learns than just having a character who's just an asshole. Because if you have an asshole character who's just an asshole and they don't really learn anything, then they're just obnoxious and they're just like whatever. They're not super fun to fight. Like, yeah, you get to beat them, but like, what's the difference between beating up a rival who's an asshole and a Team Rocket member who is also an asshole? It's fun to beat your rival who's an asshole because you can tell that he's actually struggling and learning and has to go through stuff, as opposed to Team Rocket, who we kick into the dirt and then they go and hide in a shed for 20 years. Well, that's just sort of my thoughts on it. There's definitely stuff to be said about having a rival who's too friendly and you don't really want to beat him, Hop, or it just feels like bad doing so, but that's a different conversation. We're talking about Silver. And that's probably the last we're going to talk about Silver. I gotta save some of my thoughts for when we do our final battle and then like the epilogue battle. Spoilers, because you can fight him again after like the final battle. Which makes sense and it's good. I'm gonna cut you out because I don't want to battle with you.
Wah wah wah! Confounded by the shadows, are we? I'll tell you a secret if you can beat me.
Okie dokie. I went up to heal, and now let's do this puzzle. And if I remember correctly, you just turn off 3. I won't battle him. Those are just thieves. So, 2, 1. I think this is the way it goes. Oh, it looks like I'll have to battle him anyway.
I ditched this project before they finished. I'm searching for leftover loot.
Yeah, this is the right path. We will have to battle this guy, though.
Fuck over your goodies. Mercy!
Wasn't too bad. If we did level up and learn Bite, and I just replaced Sand Attack with it, just because Bite's a bit of a better move. Hey, you. You don't have that scared look. I'll give you something to be scared about. Rocket Grunt was defeated. How could you? Disabled emergency shutoff. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's ignore it. Let's head into the underground here, where there's a bunch of items hanging about, because this is like the underground. of the department store. Ooh. And there's more people. Huh, you're not going any farther. I don't show no mercy in my enemies, not even brats. Nothing too bad. Nothing too bad. Max ether, nothing too bad.
Yuck. I remember you. You got me good at our hideout.
It's Goofy! I got Goofy good. I do. Do I? I don't. I guess I'll just have to deal with being poisoned for a bit. I do have an amulet coin. Ooh. Amulet coins are useful because you put them on your leading team member, which I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna switch out Glint Beetle because they're poisoned. I'm gonna put Sandstone out. No, not Sandstone. I'll put Ohm out front. Just because Ohm's not holding an item right now. And I'll put on a... Give him the amulet coin. Because amulet coin increases the money you get for winning a battle. So, be super useful.
How did you get this far? I guess it would be help to dispose of you.
It'd be easier to dispose of me if all your Pokemon didn't self-destruct. We got TM35, which is... Sleep Talk. That's actually really useful if you have the right Pokemon for it.
Director, who came to rescue me? Thank you. The radio tower, what's happened there? Taking over my Team Rocket. Here, take this card key. Use that to open up the shutters on floor 3. I'm begging you, help. There's no telling what they'll do if they control the... May be able to control Pokemon using special signal. You're the only one I could call on. Please save the radio tower and all the Pokemon nationwide.
I will, Professor Director. But I think that's all we're gonna do in this part here. We saved the director. I gushed / talked about rivals and Pokemon for a while. I don't know much more what you want. I think it's a good here. Here, I'll stand next to each other so we can... No, the camera's this way. You have to look down. Anyway, I think it's gonna do it for this episode. Join me next time as we kick Team Rocket out of the radio tower. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye!